explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does.
Today, from Sacramento, California, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. The Sacramento Condors taking on the London Black Knights.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the London Black Knights and the Sacramento Condors. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass. But he got the job done, and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
By Chase Winovich. A big loss on
That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Herbert now. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Jared Cook.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. It's taken to the 26. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid, and that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's 3rd down and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle.
The pass.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They run. It's Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned in...
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
First down and 10.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Complete. Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw again. Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Herbert on third down now. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
A loss of 10 yards.
And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Nice play, man. Are you serious?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Kamara on the handle.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's a gain of 6.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
1st down, London.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. On the slant, this is Chark. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners. Guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well. Hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Shaquille Barrett drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
you have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Herbert got to get into the line in a hurry. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Herbert throwing again. And this is caught by Watkins. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 50, here's Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And that's into the hands of Eckler.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 20.
London about set to take over on offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
32-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
56.
Now Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To Boyle here over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Shedding defenders at the 15. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got some space here. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Intercepted. They'll take over first.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
56 to Mark, 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Joey Bosa gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Once more, here's Eckler.
Austin Eckler.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the ground, this is Kamara. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
17. Condors
on play action, they'll throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Herbert on 1st down now. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up
to the air again, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 42 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's good.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they...
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
The kicker on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got Watkins on the out route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd
Herbert.
and 10.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They run it again with Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
And Charles,